Now, earlier I spoke to Monzer Akbik, Chief of Staff to the leader of the main opposition Syrian group, the Syrian National Coalition, who's taking part in the talks in Montreux. I asked him for his reaction to that speech by the Syrian Foreign Minister.
They are still in denial since 3 years. They have actually denied that there is any revolution or any popular revolt. They have always, called people, terrorists. They're calling different names. They have denied the popular uprising of the Syrian people, and they are still in a state of denial right now.
The UN estimate is that there are somewhere around 1,200 fighting groups on the ground. What percentage of those would you represent?
Well, many of them, they are forming conglomerates. Most of them, the vast majority of them, they are under the name of Free Syrian Army, and these are the people we are representing. Now, there is one conglomerate who is called Islamic Front. I believe you know it very well. Now, about weeks ago, they took a stand opposing these peace talks. A few days ago, after extensive discussions, now they are taking a silent stand. We are going to continue discussions with all the groups. We don't accept that each and every Syrian of the 23 million Syrians will agree on our political decision, but I think that the vast majority of the Syrian people, they want peace, and they want to also transition toward democracy.
But the Islamic Front, like you, are funded by the Saudis, and you may say they've decided to go silent, but they haven't, because they've told us that if you appear back in Syria after this, they'll kill you for treachery, because they do not wish you to be at those talks.
I don't want to, comment on each and every video clip that is going out in Syria. There are so many of them. What I am saying is that I know that all of the Syrians, including the Islamic Front, they want to end, the dictatorship.
They right. Well, let me ask you about that. Let me ask you.
The tactics, on the other hand, how you are going to do it, whether through diplomacy or whether continuation of the war. This is basically the tactical differences.
Given the power you say you have in the field, how many local ceasefires do you think you could start to negotiate right now?
Well, I don't want to, preempt what is going to be discussed on the table. I don't exclude that a local ceasefire might be discussed, but I want us to wait now and see what is going to happen through negotiations, and then we will report if there are local ceasefires are being discussed.
Monzer Akbik, part of the Syrian delegation in Montreux. No, Montreux.